And we are back from the ToyLanta 3-day show. We were there Friday, we were there Sunday. And we do have a haul, but first, we're going to take a look at some highlights from the show, because we went back through, we did the tour video already, but we went back through and wanted to showcase some of the rarer or harder to find items that kind of caught our eye as we went around through the show. Pieces that you hardly ever see at any of these shows that kind of jumped out at us. And we're going to share that with you here, and then we're going to show you our haul at the end. All right, first up on the highlight reel, being sold as a set, the complete Knights set from Mego.
Is that in a case?
5.
Oh, it's
it's an acrylic case.
Okay.
He put all 5 of them in an acrylic case, and this is just
watch out, because kids might get
you don't even see one of these mint in the box, let alone all 5 of them as a set. And it's just amazing to see them all together like this.
Yeah, show the back.
In really good shape that way.
Oh, okay, that's what it looks like on the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Bullet Man, and you see he's in an acrylic case, and he's in a case for a reason. Mint on the card, G.I. Joe Bullet Man, the human bullet. Starting to come off on the bottom a little bit there, but he's still sealed on the card. That's extremely rare and very desirable for a lot of people who collect from this era. You see there's nothing, there's nothing on the back. That's a very rare piece from this era. As well as these sets. You get the Annapolis Cadet, and I'm not even going to risk trying to open them.
Don't touch it.
Annapolis Cadet, Deep Sea Diver, the original Deep Sea Diver, and then the original astronaut set, which this stem is always broken, by the way. For you Joe collectors know what I'm talking about. The string wire that they put, because it's made out of plastic. I always see those broken. Very rare sets. The ideal Dr. Evil still in the box, sealed in the box. All the components are still attached. This is a very rare set, and I believe he has $3,900 on it in the acrylic case. That is amazing. That is amazing for all you like ideal Captain Action collectors. Nothing on the back. But you know, probably some tape residue from when somebody peeled it out of their Christmas paper and didn't appreciate it because it's still sealed. That's amazing. That is an amazing piece. If I wanted to. All right, and we are in the $6 Million Man headquarters, and the guy who runs this table, he specializes exclusively in $6 Million Man and related items. And in particular, looking at the Duke headquarters, I don't want to yank it out.
No,
but
don't touch it.
As I understand it, it's like mint and complete in there. And the Duke from Kenner, very rare toy to find in any kind of packaging. The box is a little rough, but that's a very rare piece. Not sure how much he was asking for it though. I forgot to ask, but that's a very rare piece. Now I know you're all looking at the Kraken, and the Kraken of course is a really tough piece to find even loose, but what I'm really focusing on here, all through here, these are genuine Japanese sofubis. These are the real deal. All these weird looking vinyl figures are so incredibly hard to find stateside. They are very, very difficult to find. They're not fragile at all. I mean, they're hollow. That's not a bad price,
like
actually.
blow mold?
Yeah, they're blow mold plastic. They have like 3 points of articulation. There's nothing to them, but they're so freaking rare. Even in Japan, they go for a fortune. Some of these, like you see right here, $400 for this little guy. The 7-figure set. All right, 7-figure set is $400. That's still. It's so rare to find these stateside.
Then you got those Mazingers up there.
Well, they're not all Mazinger. Only that's Mazinger.
Yeah,
this is the rare
to
piece.
me,
This is
they're
the
all
rare piece
Mazinger.
from this set is the Rodan. But yeah, I know you think everybody's Mazinger.
They're
But
all
I
in that
really,
family.
and here's another one. Just wanted to.
Oh God. Jesus.
Just wanted to focus on these Sofubi's because they're so hard to find in the United States. Now over here, it is loose, but that's the Tungosaurus. I think it was the Tungosaurus, right?
Yes.
From Thundercats. I'm not going to work it. He says it's functional, but I don't want to mess with it. You never see this. This is something you see pictures of, but you never actually see the toy. You would think there'd be wheels under it. Just saying. But yeah, you pull the lever out and his tongue snaps out. And that's a very, very tough piece to find. Set him back up here. You've already found the other one.
Yeah.
That is, of course, the Sears Missile Command Headquarters in the box, which he has 1900 on. And it's basically all cardboard punch-outs that you assemble into the missile base
That's a scam.
for Cobra. Well, it's Sears. That's what they could do. But that's another extremely rare piece of grail for a lot of Joe collectors.
This is something I wanted to highlight. I know it's not like super rare, but
The
over the top.
figures, yeah, those are hard to find.
Yeah, you never see over the top. I think all of the times we were coming, this is the first time I've seen an over the top figure at the show. Okay, cool.
That is the Combat Command file card and figure from the Steel Brigade, but it is the gold head mail-away version.
So
which
it
you
came
see,
like this?
It came like this.
Oh, wow.
But you see, they do not want to sell this one. They just
Yeah.
brought it to show because you don't find it with the gold paint. Very rare, a raw figure, and of course it would come loose because you're mailing away for it. It had the little sew-on patch. No, you cannot have the patch for your jacket. and the accessories. That is something that you never see at any of these shows. Taking a look over here, and this is GIH.com. The whole wall is impressive, but in particular, these two really stand out to me. The Action Soldier Equipment Military Police set, as well as the Heavy Weapons Equipment set, in the box, sealed in the boxes. That's incredible. That is incredible. But I mean, really, as you pan down, any of these sets are so freaking hard to find still sealed. You know, the Air Academy, any of these.
And then we got this over here, the special value.
Special value kit. And what did you have on it?
I got about, I think, $4,000.
4,000.
This is another really cool thing. This is a very hard to find game. It's late, end of the run kind of thing. You know, some of that end of the run stuff is really hard to find.
I like the action going on this Let's
Some
Go
of the
Joe.
artwork is amazing, you know.
Yeah.
That's what's really cool about it, is that, you know, the nostalgia of the artwork is amazing.
Yeah.
And then
He did have
the nurse.
And I know someone, this is really impressive too.
Okay.
But the GI nurse is
Here's the
amazing.
African American soldier. It's really good. This is really good. This is cool.
Oh, he's going to open it
Oh
too.
gosh. Hold on, let me come around so we won't look through the glass.
Maybe some room if you want to look.
I had him.
Okay.
And I know someone was asking about the nurse.
Yep.
This is where you can find it.
And we already told him, he said just contact him at this number and email.
Yeah, if you're curious about that. Because
This is really interesting because this is much like that special value when they were transitioning from the military era to the adventure team era. They were trying to blow out their military stuff, and so this is a 4-in-1. They put 4 small cards into this thing and do it as like a special purchase.
that's amazing.
And there'd be a little contents card that'd go right here. That's
And what would that run?
this. Pardon me, what this cost?
What would that cost? Yeah.
I've got $3,500 on this.
Okay.
And this is an empty box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
which is crazy.
But let's look at the nurse just a little
another look at
closer.
the nurse.
I'm gonna zoom in.
And a couple of things about the nurse. I mean, it's interesting. It's got the white bag, which is very, very hard to find. A lot of times they come with a green bag, but that's special. It's all original backing card. It just had to be re-sewn on there.
Okay.
Okay, I've never seen a nurse
There's a
before.
few really interesting things down here too. This is interesting. This is a boxed Atomic Man. They almost always came on a card similar to
that's
this.
right. Yeah.
And this is a Sears exclusive box that came out. Here's a talking Kung Fu Grip Man of Action, which is one of the hardest action or adventure team boxes to find. This is a Canadian talking commander, and he actually speaks in French.
Wow.
Bonjour.
Look at this guy.
He's got some amazingly.
The sea guy.
Wow. Yeah, the cloth hat version.
Yeah, this is a very early version. I got a couple of really early figures here, and that's one of them.
I can't really see that.
He's got some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping. I appreciate you showing up.
Old man will be doing the thing. Always got something to do.
One more, really quick. He redirected us over here because he wanted to show these very, very rare carded sets. And those are in fantastic condition too, considering what they are. Look at the original price, $397 at Kitty World. Okay, I'll pay that all day
I
long.
know. If you could go back in time, you'd get 20 of those.
I know, and that's an amazing set too. It really is. This is some impressive stuff here.
I don't know what makes it nice, the artwork or the toy. I want to just display this. I want to see it all on the shelf.
I like the combination artwork here where they took a photograph but they merged it,
Yeah.
they painted around it.
Yeah.
And look how his leg is
But
bent.
look at this, the binoculars. See the binoculars there?
That's not binoculars.
Oh, that's not binoculars. See that thing right there? I know now y'all gonna laugh and make fun
It's
of me,
okay,
right?
you weren't sure.
It's something. All right. So we got a seal Technodrome.
That's right.
And it's nice. I mean, that's a really nice box. It's not just sealed, but the box is in good shape.
It's not all beat to death. It's
Yeah.
nice and solid.
Yeah.
Still sealed. 4K. So 4 krona? I'll pay that.
Yeah.
And then back up here.
Okay.
There's a couple of things.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Factory sealed, high grade.
Here, I can get it right now.
On the original Star Wars Darth Vader TIE Fighter collector series, so that's going to be a later release. But look at just look at the corners on it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's an amazing condition.
Ninja Turtle here.
Dirtbag graded.
It's got a
That
couple
that
pictures.
Technodrome in particular just really stood out to me.
Yeah. All right.
How much is the Megazord?
Another thing you don't hardly ever see stateside, actual Takara, or as I like to call them, G0 Transformers, because these are from 1974.
I actually have this one.
Yeah, she has this one. She has the so-called Megatron. It's actually the Walter P-38 uncle originally,
My box don't look that amazing.
as well as the other pistol versions that were made. And you see the prices, and that's no joke. The revolver, this piece, these actually shot. They shot pellets. They had die-cast metal. They were the real deal. Hasbro really dumbed these down, but these are extremely rare to find, still in the box. Next up on here, not necessarily the figure, which these can be tough and you don't see them too often, but the cyclists. You never see the motorcycles from Biker Mice. The Rude Biker Mice, the originals, which they're remaking them now. nothing like the original. Those cycles you never see. You never see them.
Something else you never see, MASH.
Yeah, it's not. They're not like super valuable, but you don't see MASH figures. That's true.
Part of the highlight reel. This ain't what David want to show, but I want to show it. These stands, and they're great for 1/6 scale figures. Cause see how they rotate, and if you put your 1/6 scale figures on it, and you put it up on the shelf, they can rotate for you. I think that's pretty cool. Just something, and they got prices on it, $70. I don't know what that $70 is for, but that's a nice, nice little touch. Let's see what that says.
Action Force Z-Force Armored Troop Carrier, which is a much better version than the American one. They added a lot of pieces to it on the inside and the outside.
Right, yeah, right there, because of the glare.
Because the inside of it is set up like a little computer center and everything, as opposed to just the seats that they had in the American version. This is something that you don't typically see stateside again.
Because you have the American one, right?
Yeah, I have the American one with us, and which is a dime a dozen. You see them at all the shows. You never see this.
I'm going to turn
Carefully,
it around. I know. Carefully
there.
turn it around. Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
on the
you think
back.
they'd show you the inside. Well, they show you a little bit right there on the bottom panel there. But this is a much better version and pretty rare to find. Also rare to find are the Mego 1/18th scale vehicle sets. Now you see every once in a while the General Lee set with Bo and Luke. These three, you don't find. You don't see these. You don't find the Boss Hog. I love how they put the big sticker of Boss Hog's face on the side of the truck, on the side of his little limo there. But the Daisy, the police car, and the Boss Hog caddy, those you don't see. And who's that supposed to be? Cletus? That don't look like Enos to me.
Yeah, they don't look like Roscoe either.
No, those are pretty rare sets. That doesn't even look like the kind of police cars they drove. But hey, it's Mego. You're lucky you got anything. Now, what we got here is, it's too small for me, although I'm tempted. The Chips pedal bike, something that you never see. Highway Patrol. It looks like an AJ Renzi to me, because they make blow mold, or they did make blow mold bikes like this. This says Metro Golden Mare, but of course that has to do with the people who ran the show. I don't see a marking on it, so I'm not sure if it's AJ Renzi or not. It just looks like their style. But when is the last time you've seen a piece like this anywhere? A little bit faded, but very rare piece. It's right here.
So we got Spidey again.
Oh,
Watch
there he
out,
is.
Spidey.
Golly,
With his Wolverine
trying to scare people.
mask. See, this is Spidey's vintage, and he specializes in Hot Wheels. We said it before, and he has a Facebook page that he do live sales. So
Look for Spidey.
yeah, look for Spidey. He's a recommended dealer. We always get something from him. He's a wheeler and dealer, so that's why we really like him.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. See anything there really interesting? I know some of the price points on that stuff is out there, but yeah, I mean that's the name of the game. Yeah. But we can get into our haul, our pickups, the things that we did here, and we'll start off. I guess I'll start off over here. This is yours anyway.
Yeah.
This is the Macho Man Slim Jim display. This is the purple version. There are two. Yeah. There's one where he's red, and then this one. And there's one more, but he's like got an arm up and he's taking his glasses off. So there's a third version. But this one is identical to the one that you already have. Yeah. And
except for he's purple.
Yeah, except for he's purple. And the price on this was incredible. It was such a great deal. And so I got that for her.
Yay!
Yay, I got this for Trinessa because I knew she would love it. Big Macho fans, both of us.
Macho,
Anyways, yeah, we really are. This, I couldn't resist. It's such an odd piece. This isn't something you'd expect to see. It's the Oneida Raggedy Ann 3-piece primary set. Child's plate, stain-proof mug, and child's bowl. Made in the USA. Who can say that anymore?
Nobody.
And everything is in here, and it looks great. This is a 70s piece. Pre-barcode, obviously. And you see the happy children. It's the same on both sides. You see the little happy kids having their little breakfast or whatever they're eating there. And the condition, it looks unused. I was going to say unplayed with, but it looks unused because I opened this up and checked it out. And the box is nice and sturdy. It's also for LPH because she loves Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Yeah.
And then for me,
David got some stuff.
I do have some stuff. Food Fighters. It's Fat Frenchie. Fat Frenchie Food Fighters by Mattel, and this is late 1980s.
Oh, wow.
Late 1980s, actually. And the price tag, somebody removed it. It didn't tear the graphics, but the price tag has been kind of scraped off a bit there. And this is the only Food Fighters thing I saw at the show at all.
Didn't we see some loose? I thought I saw that guy
I
loose.
think I saw a couple of loose ones with no accessories, but nothing. You don't see this card. You don't find these, and there's a bunch in the series. You see them all pictured there.
Yeah.
I love how he comes with a file card like G.I. Joe. That's funny. The price on this again was unreal. I was like, how much did you want for it? Okay, because I do have some Food Fighters. I don't have much, but I do have some Food Fighters, so I was like, yeah, I'll grab that. And then this one is the Centurion from Battlestar Galactica, and he came in the case. So 1978 Mattel again, Battlestar Galactica Cylon Centurion, and this actually completes my Wave 1 set. This is the last one I needed from Wave 1. There is a variation of Daggett, because he comes in dark orange and he comes in the color that looks like this. I've got the dark orange one, which is the Wave 1, and they recolored him, I think, with Wave 2. I forget how it goes, but there's 2 Daggets. Wave 2 is going to be stupid expensive, though. I'm sure many of you know, if you know anything about what happened with Battlestar Galactica and Mattel, and of course the kid who swallowed the missile, and then with the lawsuit, and they just canceled the whole toy line. So Wave 2 is very tough to come by. But yeah, got a really good deal on this, and it's unpunched. And that's great because all the other figures I have from this wave are unpunched. So that was nice. And then this piece is a big deal. We're moving over to Kenner here. It's the Steve Scout Ski-Mobile set, the Avalanche on Blizzard Ridge set that comes with a figure and a change of clothing. So on the back...
Oh, it's a figure. Oh, yeah. I remember you opening it.
The figure is in here, dressed in the proper Scout uniform, but it also comes with the winter clothing, the padded clothing, mittens, boots, and the jacket and pants and everything else. And it's mint in the box. Everything is still sewn to the card because it was stitched to a card on the inside with these sets. It's mint in the box, and the box isn't all cut up because the Scout points and or the Kenner point is almost always missing from these because people cut them off to do mail away stuff with Kenner. The box is a little bit rough, but it's still mint in the box, and that leaves me needing one more regular series piece for Steve Scout, not counting mail away stuff. And special thanks to Spidey for helping me work out a deal with the vendor who had this. So he helped me out to negotiate with this, and I really appreciate that. And that's primarily what I did. what I did. Now, LPH, on the other hand, LPH got carried away.
Yeah, and you know, we talk a lot on the channel, and people always say, "What are you looking for? What are you hunting for?" And you know, and like David said, there's always a targeted opportunity. And this time I went, and I honestly wasn't going to buy anything. I didn't even take any money with me. And then I saw 2 lines. One I actually wanted, but I wasn't going to get because it costs a lot. But I was able to work out a deal because the guy had the set, and it's the Flash Gordon.
The Mattel Flash Gordon from like what, 1979? Yeah, I think it's 1979.
And NECA re-released just the Ming and the Flash Gordon on a larger card. It's a bigger figure, larger card.
And by the way, these again, 70s is pre-barcode. Just wanted to show you the back. It only pictures 6 figures on the back of these.
Yeah. So, you know, I saw that and I was like, you know, I asked the guy, if I got all of this, how much would it be? And he gave me a price, and I asked, will you take this? And, you know, we met in the middle, and it was still fairly cheap.
Yeah. It was actually a surprisingly good price. I was like, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I jumped on it. You know, so I was excited about that because that is a line that I wanted.
Yeah.
And but I didn't have any intentions of actually buying it.
And 3 of these are unpunched.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And this is being fans of the original Filmation Saturday morning show from the 70s too, you know, just give you
yeah, and that show is on Tubi. If you ever wanted to see the cartoon, the 70s cartoon, it is on Tubi, and it's actually really good. Season 1 is very good. Good storyline, good dialogue. The voice acting is real good. The animation is excellent. It's one continuous story. The whole season is one continuous story.
Yeah.
So it's not like standalone episodes. It's a series.
And it's done in the format of the old serial. Like, if you were fans of the old serial, you would totally dig it because it's like they, you know, they do the full narration. They do the recap from the previous, and not just the previous episode, but a synopsis recap, so that you can, if you've never watched it before, you get a feel for the storyline. It's really brilliantly done.
And then,
oh man,
somebody else again. This is Ecto Squad. We saw the cartoon. Exo. Let me get Ecto. Exo.
You're thinking of Ghostbusters.
I guess. I don't. Never had any intentions on getting that. But a vendor that we deal with often and we buy from often, Sasquatch. He's out of
I don't know
Alabama.
how well you can see that, but because of the glare. But these are you know, sealed. These are sealed.
Yeah, he had the whole set. He had all. It's 8 in the set. He had all but one.
Yes. Of
wave 1.
I think it's the Alec DeLeon you're missing.
And then it was he had 2 with the window box. And then he had the Exo Squad Robotech crossover.
Yes.
And again, this is something didn't really know it existed, never looked for it, had no intentions of getting it. But, you know, I picked up 2 of them and I said, you know, will you take this? And he said, yeah. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get the rest. Because 1, you never see it at the show.
That's true.
And he's giving me a deal. You know, I was like, if I take all of them, you have 5 more that I need. If I get all 5, will you take this amount? And he quickly said, deal. So I took them.
Look at that. Toys R Us, $9.98.
So, yeah, I quickly took it because, again, you go to the shows, you never see Ecto Squad. No, I say Ecto. Exo Squad. So I jumped on. I mean, you got 7 out of 8. So I only need 1 more. Now, the ones in the window box look really good. I actually like those, but you know, he only had 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then when we got back,
they were, you know, Series 2 is a lot more expensive.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we got back today, it was all gone. Everything he had from
Sold out.
from Exo Squad was gone. He was like, man, after you left, I was swamped. People just came and just bought everything Exo Squad.
Because again, these have like amazing play value. If you've never seen these loose, I mean, you got the one figure and it's articulated pretty much like in a raw G.I. Joe, but it's smaller. And then the E-frame is also articulated and it's got all these functions and features. Even if you never saw the show, that's a great toy. Mm-hmm. This is a great toy. And they were popular and they sold and kids opened them and played with them.
Yeah.
And this is from the heyday of when Playmates was really cranking out some great stuff.
Yeah, and the cartoon is really good.
Yeah.
It's on one of those streaming apps, those free streaming apps. I can't remember which one, but we saw it. Well done, nice voice acting. Animation was good. Storyline was really good. Again, it was another continuous story. I think it was maybe 2 seasons, 1 or 2 seasons, but it was all continuous. And then I got 2 comic books because why not?
Yeah, because why not?
Batman the Animated Series, I got 2 books to help finish up. I'm almost finished with this entire run, except for the one with Batgirl, the first appearance of Harley Quinn. I'm not going to get because it costs too much.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I'm cool with that. So, and that's all I got. No, I know, right? That's all.
That's all? Yeah, she went nuts.
Yeah, I did. Because, again, when I went there, I honestly didn't intend to buy anything. I was just going. I said, I'm going to go. I'm going to film. I'm going to look around. I'm really not going to get anything. I'm not going to see anything I want. And then I saw these things. I was able to work out fantastic deals.
Yeah.
It was a few other things I would have gotten. But, you know,
me too.
I already got
it is what it is. I mean,
yeah.
you work within your budget as much as possible. I mean, we don't. Again, you get the illusion of we must be millionaires or something.
I
wish. Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
No, you save your money. You know shows are coming up, and that's why we tell you way in advance. So you can start putting your money aside for the shows, and then whatever you don't spend, you set aside for the next show and just add to it. And that's what we do. Yeah. So, hey. And that was the show. We got some shout outs. Okay. We saw James.
Yes.
So we want to say hey to James. We saw another person that I cannot remember his name. He's from Alabama.
Ricky.
Well, Ricky is from South Carolina, so we want to say hello to Ricky.
2 Rickies, by the way.
2 Rickies.
2 Rickies.
The guy from Alabama, he's a huge Thundercats collector and Street Fighter collector.
Phil. Was it
That's
Phil?
His name, Phil?
No, I'm thinking of somebody else.
I don't know who Phil is.
Somebody that was named Phil.
And but we see him a lot. We talk to him all the time. Great guy. So we just want to say hey to him. And that was it, I think.
Chris was there.
Chris
there was a lot of other people that came up to us but didn't identify themselves necessarily, but they were like, yeah, we see we watch your watch a channel or we've seen the show and had a little conversation.
Yeah, we sat and talked to a couple people. But we just want to say hey to all of them. You know, great seeing you, great talking to you. Thanks for giving us a wave and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah, so were you there?
Yeah, how did you like the show?
And if you were not there, and what do you think? Do you think that you would be willing to make the trip next time?
Yeah, next year. And Joe Lanta is coming up. Yeah. And I think you got that on the thing. That's something that I think
I think they haven't quite nailed the date down on Joe Lanta. But Joe Lanta and ToyLanta are from the same group.
Yeah, and they're similar.
Yeah, they're big shows and they're worth checking out if you can get into the area.
Yeah.
So hey guys, what do you think? What caught your eye? Let us know in the comment section down below. Please do. Give the video a thumbs up if you got something out of it. We hope you did. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. All of that good stuff. And if that is it, then what more can we say but thanks for watching. And we will see you again soon.